Hi, I'm Samantha Benz and I'm a forestry technician at Fleming College. I'm going to be talking about kiln drying. Kiln drying is a thermally insulated chamber or oven which produces temperatures sufficient enough to dry lumber. There are many types of kilns. Kilns are used to dry green lumber so it can be used immediately. Drying wood for use as firewood, heating wood to the point of pyrolysis to produce charcoal. Drying can cause unequal shrinkage in the wood and can cause damage to the wood if equilibration occurs too rapidly. The equilibration must be controlled to prevent damage to the wood. This is done in a kiln. When wood is being used as fuel wood, shrinkage is not an issue, and it can be put through the process of drying rapidly to achieve the product. There are a few types of kilns used to dry wood: conventional, dehumidification, solar, vacuum, and radio frequency. Conventional kiln drying is the most commonly used because kilns are technically very simple, even for large capacity kilns. They do not require extra maintenance, and electrical power consumption is required by using wood wastes as fuel. Hot water or steam can be used as a working medium at conventional drying kilns. We must point out that this type of dryer is recommended for companies which have a large amount of wood waste that they can use for fuel to fuel the conventional kiln. Ventilation is provided by the reversible fans mounted above the aluminum false ceiling. These fans move air through the whole timber stock in both directions. The air is reheated on the heaters if needed. Here is an image of a conventional kiln. A dehumidification kiln uses a heat pump system to remove the water from the lumber. One primary advantage of this type of system is that it recycles heat continuously instead of venting away heated air, as a conventional kiln does. So it is more energy efficient and its operating cost is usually lower. This is true, though a dehumidification kiln uses electric energy to run: the fans, the blower that draws the air over the dehumidification coil, and the refrigeration compressor, while a conventional system burns less extensive fuel such as gas or wood. The reason a dehumidification system costs less to run, even though a conventional system burns cheaper fuel, lies in the dehumidification ability to conserve energy by recycling heat. With the heat being continuously recycled, the amount of electricity demanded by the system is small, so it comes out ahead of a conventional system that may use cheaper fuel but needs a lot more of that fuel to do the same job. In a dehumidification kiln, heated air, usually starting at heat from about 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 29 degrees Celsius, is circulated over the lumber with separate circulating fans, evaporating the water contained in the wood. The hot, moist air passes over a cold refrigeration coil where the air is cooled to about 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 degrees Celsius. At the cooling coil, the evaporated water in the air condenses into liquid and flows down the drain as a stream of cool water. Dehumidification kilns are very easy to operate and are very popular with beginning lumber dryers. They are also popular with experienced operators who want a system that requires minimum attention to get zero defect drying. Dehumidification is usually the least expensive to run and install by a wide margin. Lastly, I'm going to be talking about solar kilns. There are several types of solar kilns, but they all rely on some type of solar collector to provide the heat energy that evaporates the water in the lumber. Drying times in a solar kiln are dependent upon the weather and thus unpredictable. In hot climates, they can degrade the lumber to excessive drying. In colder climates, they are unreliable and slow. Solar kilns often use electric-powered fans to circulate the air through the lumber, but the cost of running these fans is high, and because of the long drying times, you've got to run the fans for a long time, making solar drying quite expensive.